name constructed response, and then I'll just save and return to course. By the way, once you create a quiz, how do you deal with the quiz? How do you edit the quiz? How do you preview the quiz? How do you edit the settings of the quiz? Yes.
First, click the quiz and then see on the left panel. You can see.
So I click on the quiz there. Yes. Okay.
On the left side, yes, on the left side, you will
On
have
the left
quiz.
side there.
Edit
Yes.
edit the quiz.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
How are you, Doctor?
Alhamdulillah.
I'm very sorry I'm late. I had a class.
No, it's all right. We are just starting. We are just starting.
This is about quiz, correct?
It is about quiz, but it is about the constructed response type of questions, which are the questions that require writing or typing by the students, not the selection of correct
Okay,
answers. So
I see.
we created a quiz. We just created an empty quiz, and we will just reviewing how can I edit this quiz. Of course, from here I can click edit quiz, and I can start the quiz, attempt the quiz, but I need to
Okay.
edit it or edit the settings or preview or whatever. I asked, and then Mujib told me you can find that in the left side, in the left panel. Now I am
Good.
looking for it in the left panel. You will find something called quiz administration in the administration
Perfect.
part. And there you can edit the settings or group overrides or user overrides or edit quiz. Forget about the
Quiz.
overrides. Overriding means if somebody started an attempt and you want to cancel that and give him a chance to start a new, a modified or whatever. But anyhow, we are now interested in edit settings, edit
Brilliant.
quiz, and preview.
Brilliant.
Preview means I want to test the quiz.
Good.
Edit quiz, click on edit quiz from here or from there. It will open this. Now I can add
Perfect.
questions. Now I want to add questions. I will click there and say a new question. And then I will start short answer questions. This type there. And then
Short answer.
now you give it a name, any name. They propose to give it a name that indicates what is in that quiz. Let us say joints. Then I will write the question, which, or say, give an example of a pivot joint. This is the question.
Perfect.
Now, now you need to sit down and think very carefully and write down all the expected possibilities, what the students are going to write. So, for example, if there are a number of pivot joints, you need to mention all of them. And
I see.
you need to also take into consideration spelling mistakes that students might spell them wrongly. And you need to take into consideration if you say, for example, I want the radio-ulnar joint, superior radio-ulnar joint, inferior radio-ulnar joint. And so the possibilities, some students might write just radio-ulnar. And he might write radio space ulnar. And he might write radio dash ulnar. So you need to think of all the possibilities that the students might opt for and write. Some of them might write superior radio ulnar joint. Some of them might write superior radio ulnar. So you need to take all of those into consideration, and then you go and put them as answers. You put the answer first. For example, Atlanto axial joint. This is your right answer. And then if the student writes all of this correctly, Atlanto axial joint, you give it 100%. Then there is a possibility that one student is going to write Atlanto axial joint. And this is also 100%. And then Atlanto dash axial joint. And this is also correct. So you start writing and you start adding blanks from here. You add blanks and you start writing all the possibilities. For example, Atlanto axial start, and then Atlanto. Now, there is something called the wild card. Wild card. For example, wild card. You add a star, which means anything is right. So, for example, I say Atlanto star axial. It means if he write Atlanto dash or Atlanto space or Atlanto nothing, they will all be counted as 100%, and then you don't need to put all of that. And then if you accept Atlanto axial, just Atlanto axial, without the word joint, then you can put Atlanto star axial star. Also, anything if they write. But in this case, if he writes Atlanto axial joints, it will be accepted. If he writes Atlanto axial whatever, it will be accepted. So it is dangerous to use a wild card like that. But this will save you time writing Atlanto axial joint. Now, you can do this Atlanto axial joint and then put another one Atlanto axial without joint, and you consider both of them as correct answers. This one and this one, and you give all of them 100. And you continue until you exhaust all the possibilities, because you do not want to be unfair to any students. You need to put all the possible something else. If you want to cater for a large number of possible mistakes, then you just start Atlant and then star, and you put that at the end. Yeah, and you start first by the most acceptable types of answers, and then at the end you put Atlant star. Anything starting with Atlant is acceptable, even if there are some mistakes in that. But you go and say, well, for that I am going to give 70%. Which means?
The Atlantic Ocean.
Huh?
Even the Atlantic Ocean?
Even the Atlantic Ocean.
Suppose the student make mistake in writing Atlant only, then what is the possibility?
So you see,
Spelling of Atlant.
so you see, it is not that easy to cater for everything. You have to warn the students to try to be as precise as they can in the spelling. And when you prepare the exams, try to select questions with minimum number of possible mistakes. For example, something and the answer is elbow. I don't expect many mistakes writing elbow, but anyhow, this is risk of choosing correct constructed response items. But anyhow, this is one type. If you have any questions or any comment regarding this, you can ask before I save, or I will save changes, but you have the chance to ask questions.
Excuse me, Dr. Abdulnaam. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Yeah, it looks very tedious when we try to put all the possible answers. So you mean the question must be in the form of enumeration? We can't ask about difference or pathogenesis or all should be like causes,
I don't.
types, and this because it takes time to put all the expected possibilities from the students.
But my advice to you, try to select the questions with the minimum number of possibilities, and then you run the risk of being unfair to some of the students who have difficulty spelling. But there are, for anything, there are advantages and disadvantages. This is the only risk, by the way. And if you work through it, you will discover that this is not a very big deal. I mean, I prepared a number of short answer questions and I tested them and they were okay. I mean, there must be a percentage of some students to whom we will be a little bit unfair, but this is a risk.
So
There is a
how?
Yes?
I mean,
that we can do manual correction also at the end. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what actually asked. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can go for actual manual and actually change the mark as well.
Or you can,
Yes, we can.
yes, you can. You can regrade, you can you can regrade, you can change the grade, that's no problem. But if he said tedious, to me, it is easier to prepare the questions than to mark. For example, if you have 150 students, then it is better for me to write 6 or 7 possibilities and use the wild cards, and that's it. And then, not marking. I just go through them very quickly to check whether I have some students who for whom we were unfair. But I agree.
okay, but still we can make a manual correction.
Yeah, you can. Yes, you can.
Okay.
Okay, the second type of questions, the fill the gap type.